Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Hexagon TTRPG. I'm Brent, and I'm the Game Master today. And I'm thrilled to have everybody join us once again for Dimensionauts Bloodlines. It's been forever since we played. I think we last played in December of last year. So it's been a couple
That's
of
it.
months.
It's been a year.
Oh my god.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I haven't seen you guys in this campaign since last year.
Oh.
So I think we're going to be doing a little bit of a recap today, just for our players and for myself. So everybody at home, settle in, and we're going to roll. But first, our players are going to introduce themselves, starting with our usual Simon.
Hello. I'm playing Wilm Fair. I guess a little introduction is in order to remind everybody. He's kind of got a kind of golden blonde hair with like faint reddish amber streaks. He's got this willful, determined, sharp face, kind of quick darting eyes, kind of reminiscent of a hawk. And he always seems like he's about to kind of jump into action. He's very fidgety, and there might be a kind of reminiscent, well, not reminiscent, but I take from his past a little bit of he had a little bit of anxiety in the beginning before he started doing the trials, and through the rigorous testings and experimentations, he kind of almost got worn out of him, but he still has these kind of very nervous tendencies of just always needing to be doing something.
All right. Then we have Peter.
Hello. I am Peter. I'm Pep. I am playing Tomas, the tough Tomas, who is a tribal warrior who is fueled by emotions. So he's kind of like this big barbarian fella that likes to fight and hunt. He's got gray stone-like skin and these like white veins of color that like these patterns that kind of arc through him. And he's got a little face on his forehead that allows him to magically empathize with living creatures and gain power from their emotions and sort of mimic them in a way. He was a test subject as well, along with Wilm. Don't ask me what number of test subject he was. I do not remember. I'll say 8 because that's the meme. I was not 8. Otto was 8. That one's easy to remember. Yeah, and we've been on a bunch of adventures, and now we're trying to run our own civilization, and it's maybe going well. That's questionable, I guess, but that's that.
And last but certainly not least, we have Dana.
Yes, and I am playing QT, otherwise known as Quintini, a lovely, colorful little intergalactic angel, or so I call her. As my display picture probably shows, purple skin, pink hair, bubble for a head, as in she's wearing a space helmet and a space suit most of the time. And in addition, her legs are not her own anymore. They're mechanical legs that she's had implanted, which include rollerblades. So she skates around everywhere, which is always fun. What else is she's kind of this not necessarily a hero, but forced to be one. She probably wants to run away from all responsibilities if she could, but she can't because there's a whole civilization on the back of her. No, waiting her back. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So with all the stress of trying to keep all the people alive, she's doing the best she can with her colleagues and slash friends.
So formal. With my
coworkers. We're working here. We're not living.
This is a job.
This is a job. And if you're new here, if you're new here to the stream, say hi in chat and hit the follow button to stay in the loop. You can catch up on all our past episodes and more over on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads on the Hexagon TTRPG. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I think one of the things missing from these intros, I should probably say we're always playing the Cypher system.
Yes.
And one of the things I've been asking of the players since day one, almost day one, was to provide facts for their characters. We also have some doodles of the characters that Peter shared with me. And I'm going to be using a new program going forward called Owlbear Rodeo. Shout out to Owlbear Rodeo. It's owlbear.rodeo if you want to use it yourself. It is a semi-free tool. I think there are paid options on the website, and they're in the middle, they're still developing it. And the whole philosophy behind this tool is that they want it to be really easy to pick up, because a lot of the DMing tools that are out there require you to kind of gain experience and kind of learn and really kind of dig your hands in deep. And this one does not. And lo and behold, I have not spent a lot of time with this thing, but I have been able to, hopefully, we'll see here, get it to the point where it's manageable and fun. So, to start us off in the new year, I have a nice little background image of the forest. Actually, probably would look more like this. Let's let it load here. Come on, Owlbear Rodeo. Don't do me dirty.
It was a heavy image.
A super heavy image. Why didn't I compress this?
5 megabyte image. Actually, that's not that big.
Oh, there's the other half. Great. The Fey Wilds, which is the forest and the Isle of Beginning, where our heroes have found themselves and their small civilizations, and where they've slowly been making friends with the Fey and bartering with them now, sharing this forested land, and really, I think, creating your own civilization, your own territory within it. And in this land, I have the characters down here. Look at all of them over here. We have, oh my god, it's not so bad.
Yay!
We have Tomas, we have Quinn,
Let's
and we have
go.
Wilm.
We're so adorable. Oh my god.
You guys are so cute. So the slightly hawkish Wilm,
It's
the
great.
purple in the bubble,
As per description.
Yeah.
and the very stoic, double-faced Tomas. I have a bunch of your other compatriots down here, just like other people. I have Wilga.
Oh, actually,
You Wilga?
I'm
Yeah,
so
going to
curious
the few
for
renders.
Wilga. Oh, it's so
Oh.
pretty.
Yo, Wilga!
Yo, she choked.
I'm intimidated.
She looks like a
Those
gorm.
muscles.
Can I just like zoom in on her?
Oh.
She looks like a
There,
gorm.
now she's normal again. Here we go.
Oh, it's
Yo,
growing
Wilga.
pains, growing pains.
Yeah, growing pains. I don't know what the size
It's a tiny token.
Wait, get back.
You guys are like gods to these people, and it's
Oh, there you go.
represented
Clearly in
our
size as
quality.
well.
Yeah.
Incredible. But I have Wilga here. I have Kaylin.
Yeah, Kaylin. Yo, Kaylin.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
Kaylin's
Kaylin!
massive. What the
Massive.
heck? He's jacked. What the heck?
Incredible. Yeah, we have
Oh,
Jack,
shit.
Kaylin.
He's built like Kingpin.
Okay, I can size her up. I think I was just having trouble loading it.
Yeah, I think so.
There you go. That's good.
Oh,
I
that's
have
awesome.
Johnny,
Johnny.
Yo!
Hey, 17.
and I have a version of Malin over here.
Yo! Oh,
She's
it's
a
so
little
cute.
incredible. So we have all these different characters, but
Amazing.
for now it's just a few of you guys. So I'm going to delete them off the screen. Incredible. I have a bunch of facts about each of you, so I'm going to go through these really quickly. It's going to help remind the audience a bunch of like little quirks about each of your characters, and it'll also help remind me. So we'll start with Overseer Quintini314.
Me.
You love Hawaiian pizza with anchovies.
Yes.
Space jelly donuts. It just I think they're space donuts, so instead of being maybe circles like tubes in a circle, maybe they're just a big sphere. I'm not sure.
It's more, I remember saying it was kind of like slime almost, like it's a donut
Yeah,
shaped
it's
slime.
okay. So I have jelly in quotes, so it's
Yeah,
jelly
that's it.
donuts. Your middle name is Tinny. You love disco skating with music. You have a pet rock named Bert from Pluto when you were on your way into the Earth solar system. You were an orphan before joining Seraph Station. You have read the famous account of Rosetta Stones and Misha.
Yes.
Popular novel in the universe. Your
Of
favorite
course.
favorite Earth toy was a Tamagotchi. You're a curious eater. Your favorite flavor profile is umami.
That's like the anchovies, I think. I think anchovies have umami.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now that you're in the new world, you forced Mentor to read leadership quotes and tips to yourself every night.
Trying to get my mind in it.
You use Mentor as an AI venting machine where he just stands there and says, well, how do you feel about that? You have hyperphantasia. You have recreated a cappella in the new world.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, using Mentor though, I'm pretty sure.
Sure. That's canon now. Your favorite time and place is spring. Your blood type is O-. I have a quote here, which is an inside joke to the stream, so make sure you watch those past episodes. There was a gun and could be a gun again.
Yeah, I remember that. But it's still uncertain if we do have a gun. To be determined.
It'll come back.
Yeah.
Your favorite gemstone is opal. You love constellations and astrology in general. You miss board game nights, and then you brought a new game called Quattro into the new world.
Yeah.
And it has absolutely nothing to do with Balatro.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Quattro.
Quattro.
You have Quattro.
Though I do think I said it wasn't the Balatro knockoff, it was the Uno knockoff.
She started making cards out of tree bark.
Yes.
Just carving out the numbers.
The deck is like this huge.
Yeah, you can only have like 3 cards in your hand.
All right, we're going to move on to Wilm Fair, our fiery guy over here. All right, in the early days of experimentation, a lab assistant used to get you newspapers. Your go-to breakfast is peanut butter on toast. Wilm came to the Research Institute to make money to send back to his elderly parents before losing many or much of his memory. Wilm loves high fantasy adventure novels. Your elderly parents were farmers. He's a fake it till you make it kind of guy. Loves to bask in the sun, especially on nice days when he thinks he might be able to slack off just for a moment, just for a little bit before getting back to his busy lifestyle. Canonically, experiment number 7. Likes flowy clothing. He was left-handed, but is now ambidextrous. He has a map of our small island, enjoys the sunrise, and which I guess goes basking with the sun, collects curios, and so far has, I think, quite a few items that you've collected during the campaign, actually, that you've been kind of bringing forward. Mm-hmm. He imagines himself the protagonist, which helps keep him moving along and keep him making decisions. You like looking for different tech and different minerals. You have spoken to many of your faction members about different kind of like invention and producing things. You have a mini garden. with a bunch of different kinds of plants. I have them listed here. You miss music now in the new world, all of the different types of music that have been lost and that have to be rediscovered. You miss modernity and do not like roughing it as much as maybe your companion Tomas. And canonically, apparently, are a bad cook. Incredible. Move over to Tomas. Tomas, you have no memories of the past. We have discarded those canonically. Was canonically experiment number? You know? Do you remember?
6.
Number
9?
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
But before you lost your memories, you were a trapeze artist. You would sometimes experience love by proxy. You've only ever witnessed it once. You think that you are a musician, and that has, I think, been transferred to your people through now a cappella music and storytelling. You've learned about plants through many experiments and instincts, namely trying them yourself. You easily get overwhelmed by the emotions of others, and you prefer when people try to maintain calmness. You're a big fan of dancing. You like to slide around like Sonic the Hedgehog characters.
You must have rewritten that one somehow.
Slide around.
You collect the emotions that you have seen or felt. You sometimes have nightmares because of them, though. You like working with herbs and salves and concoctions by yourself and discovering things. There is a rumor amongst your people that you turn into the drill hound, who is your dog and kind of like a soul summon. Damn, I don't have a little character art for your drill hound. I'll have to do that. You've been collecting molted parts of your spider mount companion, who's also the prince of spiders. You've tied a spear to your hand, which likely is still tied to your hand, I think, even right now.
It's very possible.
You have one of the nightmares that you have dreams of is mounds and mounds of vegetables basically drowning you, even though you love meat.
No, well, I think like specifically it was that it was it a nightmare? I think it was like more like my past life. My guy was a vegetarian, so he still dreams about like vegetables. But
I just have dreams of vegetables, mountains of them.
Mountains of vegetables, yeah. Yeah, but outside of the dream, he only ever eats meat. But in the dreamland, he loves vegetables.
I can
But even just be your
that's
conscious being like,
used to
please eat a vegetable.
Please give me vegetables.
Oh my god. You have a tail now, which was new for your character. And at the end of your tail, you have like a prehensile hand within the skin.
Oh yeah.
And you are canonically double jointed.
All 3 arms.
All 3 of your arms. Incredible. These are the heroes of our story, the progenitors, as it were, of who magically their DNA was taken and spliced into small populations of people that have followed them into this post-apocalyptic future. Now you find yourselves entering through a gate to a demon realm. So we're going to change the scene here. Over to a very fiery place. Lava and fire everywhere. You see like buildings made of like dark iron and glass rising up, bridges between the canyons. And it kind of like extends off into the distance, into the haze and smoke. It's a bit of a sprawling kind of city. And you can see many other demons walking to and fro, going about their business. And I think, Quinn, it strikes you as not nearly as chaotic as you would have expected. There's order here. You can see that people are living their daily lives in this hellish dimension, this hellish place. You have inked an agreement or is it maybe not inked an agreement, but you've made an agreement and shaken on it with none other than Hunson Dabadir, who I do have a little character art for.
Let's see this guy. Oh yeah, looks exactly
brown
like I
dude,
pictured
man.
them.
As he
Whoa!
whoa
Than I...
Oh,
yeah.
oh, Will, what the heck?
Cool. Oh, I thought I was
Massive.
bigger than him.
What's happening?
I thought he was a small
you guys
dude.
are just all
We're
humongous.
tiny.
I
I think
thought
it's these backgrounds are I
Hunson
have
was a
not
small dude.
put you guys here. So you've
Hunson.
entered through this with Hunson.
Old
I mean, he's like the
and
same
looking
size as you
better.
guys. He doesn't have to be so big.
Okay.
As he comes in through this gate, you can see that layer of loose flesh that was on top of it. He's just like, oh, and he like just takes it off like a latex mask and puts it into his briefcase. Just kind of like unclips it, like sets in the air for a moment, and it just hovers there, opens it, shoves the meat mask in, and closes it back up. Nice to feel the fresh air on your face. And all of your faces, like all the moisture and sweat just instantly wicked off, and you can feel the chapping of your lips begin. Kind of like in the real life here with all of our heat from our heaters going full blast in Canada in the middle of the winter. But unlike in Canada, it is quite warm, quite toasty in this hellish dimension. You come in here with a few others. You have Mei Lin with you, so you know what? I'm going to leave these characters down here because I don't know what size they're going to be, and it's going to be distracting. But we have Mei Lin, we have Georgie, and we have Ozzy. So Ozzy is one of the Phoenicians. Has a bit of an accent, an Aussie accent, I think it was. Ozzy the Aussie. A little gruff, I think, as well, looking into things. Georgie's kind of like this and looking into magical things. Was he also a Phoenician?
No, he was one of the underseers.
So
Yeah, he
Georgie's
was
an
my
underseer.
Okay, why does Hunson look so much scarier now?
He's a business devil. He's not.
No, but you changed like in the
Yeah, I just put
in OBS
I put
or
his
in the
real
stream.
face, okay?
He looked a lot scarier.
Oh, I see it now. Oh my god.
Little Easter egg. That's what he really looks like.
What does he look like in the stream?
Alright,
Oh, you can't see it.
I'll send it
no.
to you.
Well, let me open up Twitch. I should have Twitch open. That's my bad.
I always slap it on the TV in front of me so I can see the stream at the same time I see us on
big
video. Mm-hmm.
Oh, incredible. What is this?
Yeah.
That's my artistic rendition of Hudson.
Oh my god. I love it.
Creepy face.
He looks so much scarier.
Well, he takes off the nasty looking fake mask to reveal his real scary looking face. So funny. Yeah, incredible. So all of you, so Georgie, Malin, Ozzy, and the three of you are with Hunson Dabadir now in the Hell Realm. So Hunson's beckoning you along. Come on, follow me. Nothing to be worried about. Just bringing you to the boss so we can make a deal. Finish our deal that we were making about the magical equipment that we were talking about. I think you guys had some basically like magic monster parts that you're going to be trading with them.
The dragon.
So can you, actually, before we move on, can you guys remind me what exactly you have to trade here that you're bringing along with you?
Yeah, good
So
question.
we traded the dragon meat for 50 weapons. Hunson took half the meat, left all 50 weapons, and went to go see about setting up an appointment for us to meet his boss, because we had like the other organs and scales and teeth and claws to also sell off. We used a part of it for like our own needs, but like we had like the leftovers that we were still going to sell for like potentially either, I think we were talking about like some sort of mobile camping unit or something, or like some way of making homes, because that's what Quinn was looking for
Yeah.
to update. What's we call it, mentor.
Upgrade him up.
Yeah.
All right. So you have those things with you, kind of. I think. I mean, how are you guys carrying all this along, or did you leave it back?
I think we left it back because we needed to make the deal, and then we were gonna just have it like transported afterwards. It's easy enough for the gate to open. Hudson comes back like in and out pretty often.
That's it. They have the technology to do the transporting. We're not that advanced.
And it's also a way to let us get back to our world as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You do have guaranteed, I think it was part of the deal you made, is like safe passage back to your same time and space. And having said that, all of you look around. I'd love some intellect checks here as you just take a look at the environment around you. The basic thing while you're all rolling, let me know if anybody gets with their assets, or if anybody gets above a 12, and then let me know what your assets are. But the default thing that you're all going to see right away, the landscape in front of you, behind you where you've come from, where the portal is a bunch of machinery with like, you can see like a test tube almost with like, looks like a lava lamp with like glowing orbs going up and down, and like tubes and wires and things going into like a big machine. You see like a small like impish style of devil with like, it looks like it's a pitchfork, but then he like takes it and like puts it into the machine, and you can see it's actually a tool where he's like an engineer actually, and is like cranking it. Hey boss, how long we gotta keep this open? He's like, a few hours at least, I think. Crap. And then he like starts chirping in some sort of like demonic language too, and then you see a few other imps have to like go running down the slope. And they're grabbing what looks like a bunch of like coal to shove into the machine and keep it running.
Would it not be easier to just close it and open it back up? Or
not really. It's kind of like when you takes a lot of energy to get the ignition, and then it's not as much just to keep it running low. If we had to run it for like a week, then I'd say yeah, we shut it down. But you're only here to make a deal.
All right. Do you want our rolls, or?
I absolutely do.
I got a 17.
I got 16.
I got a 5.
Oh,
great. On a 5, strange demon magic is afoot here in the construction of this place. But I think even on the 5, you see the similarities in there's a lot of glass, black iron, and what looks like concrete. These are like the materials that this place has in abundance. And the machinery makes use of these things, where like even the cabling seems like some form of weave of metal, but is also taking on that black scorched property, where it looks like it's somehow, in a lot of ways resistant to heat, is your guess. On the 16 and 17 for Wilm and Quinn, the both of you are looking at this technology, and you're seeing something that is a combination of magic and tech. There's definitely a lot of technological elements here that are comparable to old Earth. The way that things used to be, you remember a lot of like the digital displays and stuff that were there, and you can see that there's a lot of these components actually here, literal components from old Earth, and they've been adapted to and changed in ways that fit this new environment and these new materials. And the way that they've been changed is much more primitive looking. It seems like there's a lot more like, okay, well, we have a really like a smart tablet or something that's projecting like a really, intricate mechanical screen. And then it's powered by a bunch of coal that's being translated into energy in like a little like magical furnace with a bunch of like runes like carved into the material that's doing this like rough transfer. The last thing I'll say as you get into the scene, you start to follow Hudson. Quinn, you were on the fence about entering this portal. and you had a distress signal crop up on your D-pad. As you take a look at your D-pad and you take a look at the, what direction the distress signal is, it is further into this demonic realm. You still see this blinking light. It's basically some sort of automated signal that's supposed to lead you to like a specific geographic point.
I kind
Seems
of just
really far.
Yeah, I take note of the direction that looks to be in, and the direction we're going to kind of keep an eye of. At some point that way, I should go check it out. But not now. I'm not gonna move away from the party at this moment.
All right. Do you attempt to hide your D-pad at all?
Yes. I do it very secretively. I don't want this dude to be on it.
Yeah, so you kind of like maybe futz with your sleeve a little bit. You're trying to kind of like put it away inside of your robe. Mei Lin has a D-pad now as well.
Oh, that's true. I kind of like I tap her shoulder to show her that I've done something to hide it. I know she's smart enough to catch up on it.
Yeah, she gives you a quizzical look, but I think is not going to argue with you in this moment, and will also hide her D-pad. You see that she actually seems to press a couple of buttons on it, and the D-pad looking element of it kind of almost flattens out a little bit. Like it's a little slicker and slimmer all of a sudden.
I take note of that. I'm like, wait, what? She's learning about it more than I am. Oh.
She's done something here, and you hear Mentor just whisper to your ear, and he's like, "What did May just do? We can't do that."
I'm really not sure. We're gonna ask after.
Okay. And you guys start to walk away. Georgie, I should like to look at all this portal technology over here. I'm Irish now. Yes, I'm not sure. What should I? Did you want me to come and look at goods with you during this deal, or do you want me to do something other? All of this stuff is much different than what we have.
I'm aware. I do think, though, you should stick with us for the moment. I need your appraisal eye while we're dealing.
Right, I'll stick with all of you then. So Georgie kind of sticks with the group, and all of you making your way forward with Hunson. Hunson seems in his element here. He's perfectly confident, just walking down the bridge. You see that there's a lot of like these minor like maintenance demons that are going around. All of them are a little bit misshapen, a little bit like badly dressed. Like it looks like they're wearing like more scraps or things that have been repurposed to help cover their bodies. And you can tell like there's something off. Like this is a lower class of people, and Hunson doesn't treat them badly. He just hey Bob, going past. You see Bob is just like stuck bobbing. Kind of waves and going off and doing his thing. One of them is like actually repairing the bridge that you're walking across. Like there's literally a lava jet that seems to have like melted a piece of it, and so he's trying to like fit something else onto there. Going forward, and yeah, Hunson, and we're gonna come up to kind of the marketplace up ahead. A lot of deals and things going on with the lesser demons here. I think when you meet the boss, you'll understand, but we can only transport so much magical energy to the other realms. And we demons, for the most part, can't really leave this realm. We're anchored to it in a lot of ways, which is why we need to import magic into here to make our lives a little bit better. We're kind of... there's a reason why I only come visit you. I don't set up a shop or an outpost over, near you guys. So when you're ready to talk, that's what that bell was that I gave you. That's what that's for.
Just a kind of general question of like what we notice in this place. Like, is Hudson kind of like? Does he look different from the others that we see like walking around? Like, how's the like populace look? Are they
So
all like very similar looking, or do they have like differences? Like, what's the main like?
So the first misshapen ones, as you leave this area, and now you're getting into this marketing area, like now you start to see more normal looking demons. A lot of them are still humanoid, bipedal like everybody else. Their clothes are not quite as like scrappy, but most of them look a little bit more similar to Hunson. Hunson has very like pronounced, demonic features in terms of like how angular his face are. He's got like these horns and ears and like colored skin. A lot of the other demons around here don't really have that. They just have some like slight bestial qualities. You'll see there's like a little bit of fur and like maybe some claws on somebody, but other than that, they look maybe a little bit more like human in a lot of respects. You see as you go though that there are also undead, and the undead are more often than not just full skeleton. And they are adorned with, it looks like just decorations. So like you see like one skeleton has like a collar and it says Sally on it. And they just have like things that are like it seems like it just differentiates the skeletons from one another. And they seem to be helping with like menial labor. Like one lifts up like a box, and it seems like a bunch of like weird looking half, it looks like the vegetables in this place like come pre-roasted almost. Like they all look kind of burnt in a sense, and are just like moving them along.
So, is it safe to say that, or I mean, like, do the other demons of this place look reminiscent of our own populations compared to us?
I think that you see a little bit of those qualities of in the way that the factions of the progenitors seem to have taken little bits of yourselves, and then it's like that's reflected in them. That's kind of happening here too. But it seems like it's morphed a little bit here, and that now there's so many, like it's been here for so long, this has been happening for so long that it's created like entire different communities within this mutation itself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. You guys get along. You start ascending some steps. You get to an elevator, and the elevator starts going up. You hear the rattling of chains, and then you get to the second platform, and it looks a little bit nicer here. There's some like inlaid, like you say, like nice, like the brick and the walls are a little bit more polished. And you get away from that bustling market. Now it's a little bit quieter, and you hear hushed conversations on each side, and you see more of these demons that are dressed a little bit nicer, a little bit sharper, and a little bit more like they used to look on old Earth. A little bit more like Hunson, where he's wearing like full business attire. And here you can see that Hunson starts bowing his head to people really respectfully, really like, making sure not to bump into anyone, making sure like he's not, the creme de la creme here. He's just another one of them. And all of the ones on this level, unlike the level before, have pronounced demonic traits. A lot of them have different colored skin. You see even one that has a tail and seems to be very like well regarded here. He's kind of like talking to a group of people, and they're all listening in. You catch just a little bit of what he's talking about, and he's talking about development on the eastern front of the demonic realm, and how they're basically utilizing resources over there, and they need investment and things like that. That you move on before you hear any more.
So these individuals with the more pronounced features seem to be the kind of the upper echelon of the society.
Yeah, there's something else happening here now. The stronger the mutation, it seems like the higher up they are on the social ladder.
The more well esteemed they have. Okay.
As you continue now, Hunson says it's just another few minutes this way. We have to kind of walk around up here, and it starts to spiral around this like kind of spire of rock. And as you walk up slowly, it's kind of like almost like a ramp as you go around. Getting a little bit tiring. It's a little bit steep. Maybe not for Tomas. Just keeping up. To Georgie wheezing as he goes along. It's not
Let's show some noise.
Do you need help, Georgie?
He was surprised by a demon all of a sudden.
Could I have asked? Because I feel like Hunson's boss probably knows about us a little bit. So I was like, if we can like find out a little bit about his boss, to like even the playing field a little bit.
Sure, he turns to you. I can tell you a little bit about him. What is it that you really would like to know?
Well, I mean, just as he likely knows about us and our little situation going on that you've seen for yourself. How did his business get set up? I'm assuming he's also one of these upper echelon individuals, and he just made the business to start dealing with the other realms, or is there also a branch that's dealing with the things here in this realm as well?
Well, there's a lot of different categories, I think, of demon, you could call it. We're part of the kind of dimensional outreach type of business where we go looking for prospects and sales and other places out there, other dimensions. My particular area is the area on the Earth where all of you are residing. It's been empty for a really long time, so I haven't really been able to get too much, but I'm on the up and up now that you're all here. And malfixation has been around for a few hundred years.
Malfixation?
Malfixation, yes.
Okay, so not malfric station, but station, as in like expectation.
Sure.
I'm literally asking like you, Brent, the DM, because I'm trying to spell it in my notes.
Malfrexation.
Okay.
Malfrexation.
Thanks. But it's been here for quite a while then.
Yes, a lot of the older demons have very long names. They've been incorporated for a long time. Maybe several rounds of different renaming and reincorporation or annexation. And what often will happen is that if you have two groups of demons that are, basically coming together, then the name will evolve a little bit to represent the powers that have come together there.
And your boss is the owner. What is his title exactly in this company, corporation?
Regional
endeavor?
Sales Manager.
Regional sales. All right.
Or regional
just
sales.
To get an idea of what we're getting into,
Yes, of course. I mean, you needn't concern yourselves so much with this. The only reason I'm presenting you to him directly is that I think that this deal is big enough that I don't want to mess it up, guys. Then he kind of stops for a moment and turns to all of you. This is a great opportunity for me, really, and for all of you. I'm sure that the little testers that I gave out by this point, you've noticed that maybe there's some small oddities with them, or they don't always cooperate 100% the way that you would want, right? They're just little freebies.
Are those some sort of prototype that you've been developing that you give as freebies, or?
Well, it's actually part of the nature of the magic that dwells within this realm. It's chaotic. It seems to shift and change a little bit as you try to harness it. It's difficult to control. And so a lot of the, small products like that are developed by less capable demons, perhaps some of the time, the chaos will manifest in small ways.
And so the, I suppose, more experienced and developed craftsmen and such can harness and maintain order to the chaos.
It
Of that
depends on
matter?
who they are. A lot of there's the great demon lords, and their magics are very different. Often the chaos is channeled through them in particular ways. And the highest of the engineers I've seen, that they can take any form of condensed chaos energy and use it to power other things that they built. Quite resilient.
Interesting. So it is the nature of the magic itself, and not the item that gives that property. Good to
For the
know.
most part. And that's partially why we like to receive magic from other realms. I think that sometimes it's nice to have ways to generate magical energy or artifacts that don't have those properties in them, right? And it allows us to even further our study of the magics here and repurpose them in different and new, novel ways. As he's talking now, he comes up to a place on the hill, and it kind of turns off. You see like just a small path to a very like modest looking, like clean building. Again, with that like black kind of like iron metal, but like big front windows. And you can see like just like a big title at the top of it, the Malfrexation Corporation.
For once, it's not my dog that's doing it.
The puppy.
My partner just got home. Can we
Yeah.
take a quick bio break? All
Yep.
Yeah, sure. No worries.
right,
Indeed.
we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks, everybody.
Alrighty. BRB.